You eat like a peasant and a slave, honestly. So, first things first, in this video I will go through my life throughout school. So I remember my school days pretty well still in my mind. Oh my god, this story, bro, this takes me back. In grade school, this was, how many years is this now? 5 years ago or something, 4 or 5 years ago. Oh my god. I remember waking up and watching shows. I looked at the time, and it was literally an hour before school started. Okay, let's watch some shows. I watch YouTube. I watched some shows from yesterday, or some daily shows. Maybe I rewatched an old anime show or something. I rewatched some shows. Maybe it was on Netflix. Any show. I watched some show for like an hour, and then it said, oh, school starts in 20 minutes. Then I took my fucking bag, I took my computer, and sometimes I watched on porn. Bro, I remember one time I had the tab open, I was like, let not the class eat. That's one, you know, you have some bad memories and stuff. But I was having the show, and I was like, check it up quickly. You don't feel like embarrassed. Like, if the thing is making you feel embarrassed and making you feel bad about yourself and you don't want to show off what you're doing, then it's probably something bad, or you have a very small balls. It's probably both. This picture here is like 2 years ago, but anyways, 4 years ago. I went to school, right? And then I took my bike. Actually, that was like the one thing I did good back then. I was actually taking the bike to school, which was the only W I did back then. But, you know, I was rushing out, I was maybe eating something while watching the show in the morning, or if I had little time, I was taking bread with me, have like 3 slices of bread, eating it while biking, or while taking the bus. Sometimes I took the bus as well, but mostly the bike. You know my point. I was eating some breakfast before school. I don't know why I wasn't even hungry, but I ate breakfast. And then class started. Oh, today it was Swedish. Yeah, there were some days I started Swedish. I can't exactly remember what day. Swedish started. Oh, we're gonna read, we had this novel thingy we have in school where you read like 40 novels 40 page of one novel every week. We had like, we read like, I don't know, like, what is it called? About like people from other countries migrating during war times, let's say. Anne Frank diary was one that I remember clearly, and then it was Yemen something, some country, something, Israel, Palestine, or whatever. Bro, something at least. We read like 40-50 pages per week was like our goal. I was in class, and I was reading this book because we were forced to read a book and stuff. It was kind of our Swedish task. I read a book, and guess what? Remember reading the book, and I was like nodding in and out of sleep. It was like I was reading the text, and it felt like a fucking tranquilizer. It feels like something put a sleeping dart on me while I read the book. It's like magically when I saw the words on the page, my brain, yes, my brain had like no brain power whatsoever. It was unable to read it. Like literally fell asleep right away when I saw the text. So I was nodding in and out of sleep. I was like this. I was like the only one who's fucking sleeping in class. I don't know what's happening. Like, it wasn't intentional, bro. I was trying to read a book, but I was fucking... I didn't fall asleep, but kind of like this. Very close. And I remember the teacher once. It's like, hey, didn't you sleep good at night or something? I'm like, I think I did sleep good. This sounds like, yeah, it's no big of a deal, but bro, at that time, holy shit, it was embarrassing. It was like mid-class, it was quiet, you know, it's like, imagine being at the library and someone said, didn't you sleep well? What? I was like, they were like looking at me like I was like, what? And I was like, no, I slept well. And I wasn't like lying, I didn't sleep good, but like if I look back at now, I slept like shit. But back then, that was like my normal sleep. So I was like, no, nothing out of the ordinary. Yeah, I wasn't lying because it's out of the ordinary if I sleep good. But I thought it was like, oh yeah, it's normal. I was like, used it. It was like, you know, the guy is like spending, oh, I watch the movie until I fall asleep, and it's like 2, 3 a.m. or whatever. I watch it until I fall asleep. What the fuck? That was like me, bro. Oh, that's embarrassing. Oh, shit. And that just fucking stuck with me. I'm like, holy shit, bro. I like can't read. I like can't read. So that's the first step. And as you might have suggested, you eat like a peasant and a slave. This was mainly, actually, when I look back on it, mainly connected to the diet I was having. Because the diet affected my sleep, the diet affected my focus, the diet and sleep was literally the cause of all this. But let's go into the diet department here, in this video specifically. So, 2, fuck you and your fucking breakfast. That's what I'm gonna tell you. So first, how digestion work. So, this is you need to listen very carefully. This is important stuff. You need to, if you know this, you will literally pull away from every moron who eats breakfast, who does this and this and that. This will literally retain most of your energy in the morning. This will like save the battery you have of energy. This has helped me so fucking much. This is the thing that actually made me able to do a video. Like, there were days I could not record 1, maybe not even 2 videos if I tried my fucking hardest. I'm on my 2nd video and I'm on a high roll. I can record how many ever I want, but I will probably stop after this one because the next video I have is gonna be 3 hours long, or maybe 1.5 hours. It's gonna be a full guide, which I'm probably recording separately tomorrow. But anyways, I have my notes here on this thing here. Alright. So, I'm gonna talk about digestion, how digestion works. So, digestion is actually the 2nd most energy-consuming process in your body. It is quite literally the 2nd. You eat something, your body has to digest everything you put on it. Now, when you put down things that you cannot digest, your body is spending 6, 7, 8 hours trying to break down something that is not possible to break down. Sometimes you're shitting out whole food. Like, I'm telling you, I've had days when I've eaten like fucking, what was it? Rice. I've eaten, corn. It went right out my fucking butt. I saw yellow corn, not corn covered in shit. I saw yellow corn, literally, they look exactly the same as when they were on my plate. You think that's normal? That's something you put through your digestion tracts, through your stomach, and it looks the same when it comes out on the toilet. Do you know what that means? That means it's indigestible. Oh, but only some were left. It's indigestible. There's no nutrients. Your body had such a difficult time that it skipped. It was like skipped doing its job. It skipped doing its moral duty. Because it could not digest it. You think it's normal. You think it's normal to have a little shit. It feels so good when you have a shit. Of course it feels good when you have a shit. Because you're shitting out waste product that should not be in the fucking system in the first place. So of course it feels great to get rid of shit. It feels great to get rid of shit smelling. It feels great to get rid of shit in your kitchen. It feels great to get rid of shit from your system. Of course it does. Because it's not supposed to be there. And yet every fucking morning you make fucking sure that you put in shit that is not supposed to be there. You're every single day meticulously making sure that weird shit comes down for your digestion tract. You're making damn sure that you have fatty liver disease at 20, 30 years old because you're fucking putting so much fucking strain on your liver every fucking day without fail. It is supposed to be a difficult process. Yes, it is. But it's not supposed to take the whole fucking day. That means you're eating something that your body is not, hell yeah, I want this. You're eating fiber, you're eating cooked. Cooked meat is less bad, but it's not supposed to be cooked. Because when you cook something, your body has to, like, it's like double the amount of, it's literally half in your lifespan. Because cooking food takes more strain on your liver. You have liver problems at 60, 70. It's because you're overtaxing your fucking liver. You're overtaxing your body. It is very good. It is healthy, your body, yes. But straining your liver with eating fiber, bro. If we saw a fucking picture of your liver, there are people who has colon diseases that literally destroys their fucking colon. And they see the things that go into their body and how it works and stuff like that. It's like a liquid, you know, it's like a, it's like soft, it's this and this and that. But when you're eating fiber, it's like hard shit that literally stays in your body for a lot of days. And you're like, oh, but you're gonna get, your stomach is gonna get blockage in your stomach. You're gonna get I don't know what the disease is, but it's a disease where you have like stuck things in your stomach. That disease is mainly from fiber and not from meat. It's not because of meat. You get, if you don't eat fiber, then your stomach is not gonna, bro, when you eat fiber, that's when your stomach actually needs to rinse itself. That's when your stomach needs to detoxify itself. So you're trying to fix something with something that is the problem. You're trying to fix your problem with fiber when fiber was the problem in the first place. It's so fucking stupid. It is embarrassing that this is still seen as good advice, when it's the fucking motherfucking worst advice I've heard. Oh, let's combat my problems with the thing that caused my problem. Oh, hell yeah, let's do that. Let's fix my fat me addiction with fapping more. Let's fix my stomach with eating the shit that fucked my stomach in the first place. Let's do more of it. Let's do more of it, you fucking moron. This is me talking to my younger self and he's a fucking idiot. He's like, he wants to eat that fucking shit so hard that he's coping. He's trying to find a fucking study where people are on his side. He's not on his own side. He tries to find someone who can comfort his fucking addiction. This was so fucking sad. It is the second most energy consuming thing in your body besides the thought. So this, besides thinking. So this takes like 1/3 of your fucking energy, and the other the other like 2/3 is like thoughts. There's like digestion and your thoughts. That is like 70-80% of every energy thing in your body. Let's say 80% of your battery is thoughts and digestion. Digestion takes so much, many hours later, even with raw meat, which is the thing that our body can digest the absolute best. And you wanna know something funny? Because this is so energy consuming, let's say your battery at 100% when you wake up. You know what idiot self does? You eat something right away. And it's not the raw meat, because you're not hungry in the morning. You're eating because you're like, oh, let's eat and get energy. Let's get energy in my fucking ass. Get energy. You're at 100%. And now you eat carbs, which is very hard to digest, which is makes your leaky stomach, makes no nutrients, destroys your nutritional balance, destroys your fucking brain. Literally destroys your brain circuits. You have literally less brain cells, less intelligence and IQ when you eat carbohydrates and plants. Less IQ, shitty teeth, shitty breath. You feel like shit, your mental health goes down, everything goes down, but you're eating it because, breakfast, because why? Because I'm tired. You have 100% energy. If you're tired, it's because you ate like fucking shit the day before. It's because you get to bed at 3:40 a.m. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe because you watched 5 fucking shows when you got home from school. You watched 15 to 3 a.m. So you watch like fucking 10 hours straight after school and fuck your bedtime badly. Maybe that's why you're tired. And maybe because you have so much fucking, just like every time, there had times where I've eaten like a lot of carbohydrates. Every fucking time when I wake up, it feels like this liquid. It's like headache, liquid, But when I only eat meat, headache are non-existent. This liquid pain is non-existent. I have no pain, I have no headache, I have no problems. I might feel tired and lethargic sometimes after eating, which is normal. I might feel tired sometimes because I have a bad sleep. But I don't feel like fucking my brain is warfare on itself. So when you eat something, instantly when you wake up, your energy, your battery is getting drained. And it's a temporary drain. But it is not that temporary, honestly, as you think. Because when you're eating carbs and fiber, it takes hours. Which is, let's say you are awake. I'm awake like 12, 13 hours. I'm sleeping like 10 hours or 11. I'm in bed like 11 hours. From 19:30 to like 6 a.m. So like 10, 11 hours I'm in bed. Right? So there's like 13 hours. 13 hours. If you're eating carbs, that takes like 6 to 8 hours. Meaning half your fucking day. You have low energy, lethargic, half your day. Oh, but it's normal. But instead of half your day, you're lethargic at the other part. So let's say you ate your first meal at lunch, then your second half will be more tired, yes. But if you eat raw meat, maybe you take a nap, maybe you take walks, then it will only be like 80% instead of 0, you know. You will still have 80% of your energy here, maybe 50 when it gets here, yes, of course. You can't just change that. But when you eat fucking carbs, it goes from 100 to like 60, 60, 60, 60, 40, 40, 20, 0. You more than half your entire energy throughout your whole day, meaning it's not impossible for people to record 7 videos in one day. But when you eat carbs, when you wake up, you're like, oh yeah, I have like 70 brain points, I can maybe make 1 video and then I fall asleep. Meaning, you can literally record 1 video in the morning if you eat like this. It's possible, yeah, you can. I can record 7. So I can get a week's worth of done in 1 day and you can get 1 video per day. So you can still keep your schedule, but I have 7 times or 8 times your productivity. Maybe 10, maybe 20 if you count every productivity hack. Maybe all of them. But just in terms of energy, I've got like 7 times more energy, and that's not counting the hacks. Or the strategies I use. That helps my productivity even further. But this is your battery. You have this low frequency, low energy. You hate low energy. You're like, I can't do anything I want because my energy is so low. Oh no, I can only watch these shows because my energy is so low all day. And I'm telling you, it's your fucking problem. It's your responsibility to fix this. It can be fixed. It's not genetical. It's not this and this and that. It's the fucking fuel you put in the car. You put fucking the wrong fuel when you're tanking your car. Of course you're not gonna go far. Of course it's gonna go hell. You're literally surviving on emergency fuel. Of course it's not gonna go as you want it to. Oh my god, I need to tell you this. So I have a lion analogy here. So I generated this AI picture. I'm allowed to use it in commercial use and free of use. I use this in my marketing, my videos, basically. But what do you see here? You see a prey, and then you see a lion here. So I'm gonna give you the analogy. I love this one. So the lion sleeps outside. Maybe he finds a warmer spot, whatever. But it's kind of warm in the savannah in that country. So this lion, he wakes up. What a beautiful lion mane, bro. This guy looks so cool. Okay, he wakes up. Maybe he sees the sun. Maybe he has some fun with his mate or his children, whatever. Yeah, whatever. It's a natural thing. And then he gets like hungry. Maybe it's lunchtime. Maybe he has been up for 2-3 hours. He have had some, I don't know what he's been playing. He's been resting. He has been whatever. He has been reserving his energy. And now he is hungry. And now he has a lot of energy in his body. It's his work task. Metaphorically, it's when the lion is supposed to hunt. And for me, it's when I'm recording my videos. Right? You're trying to stalk a prey for 2-3 hours, and then it's like lunchtime, maybe a little bit later, when the lion has found the prey. So the lion, he wakes up, he sees the sun, he takes a little slowly, he starts getting the desire to be hungry. Now he starts to hunt maybe an hour or 2 after he woke up, which could be for me. After an hour or 2 of waking up, I start recording videos, but I started right away because I have the desire right away. Right? So he starts getting hungry, he gets motivated by hunger. I'm hungry. That is motivation. You're like, I'm trying to be motivated. If you don't eat anything, you're gonna be motivated to eat. If you put like a rule, oh yeah, I can eat how much I want after a video, you're gonna get motivated as fuck. You're gonna start a video right away. I'm hungry. Let's get on with it. He has motivation to hunt because he is hungry. Oh my god, the motivation is there, bro. Oh, motivation is there. He stalks the gazelle. He tries to find the prey, the one. He finds a flock. He tries to find one that is really good. He goes stalking down in the bushes. He goes sneaky mode. He tries to hunt them. And then he sees one that's perfect. He runs! He has reserved his energy like for a whole day. Now, bang! Bang! Like the day before he had reserved his energy after eating. He had rested. He had done this. He had reserved his energy. Now he goes for the gazelle. Bang! He gets it. He's a hunter. He finds the prey. He gets it. A huge prey. This can last his entire flock. Maybe even 2 days. Whatever. It can get him pretty far. He doesn't have a cooking stove. He is just like us humans. Humans, cats, lions. We're all the same. Some dogs, I guess. We're all the same. We're all carnal. We are the same. We eat the same thing as a lion. We should eat the same thing as a cat. We should eat the same thing as a lion. And a cat is not supposed to eat cat food, it's supposed to eat raw meat. A lion is supposed to eat raw meat and nothing else. This is why your fucking cat gets sick when you cook meat for it. The lion will get sick when you cook for it. The human will get sick when you cook for it. Not as much as those. It's because we have a higher tolerance for cooking than most animals, but when we eat it raw, we still get everything. Cooking is let's say it's rotten. It's like, I don't know, you can't eat the meat, then you can cook it and you can eat it then. Yes, it's like, and then you can eat carbs. You're not gonna die, but maybe it's gonna decrease your health, maybe it's gonna be poison, but you're gonna survive with calories, right? It's emergency food. Cooking is emergency. Carbohydrates and fruits are emergency. But you're eating emergency slave food when you have a choice, and that is what's the stupid thing, right? That's the stupid thing. So he gets the gazelle, he eats it, he eats a lot, he lets his flock eat, the children, maybe the children gets the organs, the most nutritional, maybe they'll get the brain, maybe he is just eating the fat, he eat the meat, he's like, and then when he has eaten, what do you think he is? He is tired. Even if you eat the right diet for your species, which for us is raw meat, and the most nutritious food we can eat is like, it's beef. Beef, lamb, is the best thing we can eat. Beef and lamb and some fish. Those are the 3 best things we can possibly eat. And then eating beef tallow from the beef, and maybe even, from the sheep, the fat from the sheep, the fat from the ruminant animal with 4 stomach system. And then fish can also contain things that we lack in the ruminant. But mostly, the majority of our diet, 80% should be literally beef. Maybe 5% lamb and 50% fish. 20% fish, 80% lamb or beef, basically. You know what I mean. I don't eat much fish, but I think it's a good thing. I think I've heard a lot about, and it makes sense that fish is good because it contains things that we don't have in ruminant meat. But as much, there are certain macronutrients that are much more prevalent in fish. But I do think we can get our nutritional needs just eating beef, because beef is the number 1 most nutritional high thing we can eat. So if we eat grass-fed raw beef with a lot of fat, that is the most nutritious food we can eat on the planet, the one food. And then even more nutrients for the liver, for the heart, for the kidneys, whatever. We can eat beef liver and raw ribeye beef, or shuck roast, or ground beef. Raw grass-fed beef, maybe some organs from the beef. Grass-fed, of course. We have nearly all our nutritional needs. Lions, they eat gazelles, they eat different things, but it's still raw meat, bro. It's still raw meat, right? And then they feel tired like this. Like us, when after we eat a huge meal, we feel tired. Even if we eat the best food, we still feel tired. But when I ate like carbs, I felt chronically bad. When I ate raw cooked meat, I felt okay, but I felt more tired than when I eat raw meat. So raw meat is the step above, which is better. More nutrients, less toxins, and easier to digest, which is all benefits. So it is better in every way. So I feel kind of tired afterwards, yes. And then I lie down like that, like the lion. That is a lion analogy. And what do you learn from this? You don't eat breakfast before you have hunted. No, you hunt because you have motivation to hunt. You're hungry. Now we hunt. Then you eat. And then what do you do after eating? You rest. So if you take it into my hands, what would it be for me? Wake up, do my video, then eat after the video, and then take a rest, which is basically what I'm doing. I'm waking up, although I am eating later in the day, which is the only difference between him and me, the lion and me, but we're very similar. I wake up, I do the video, and then I go to the library, I do some scripting, some more videos, then I eat, and then I maybe, no wait, I do these videos, I go to the library, I read, I script the video, and then when it's like 12:1, I go home, I eat the food, I maybe take a 25-30 minute nap home, and then I go back to the library, and then I have new energy, I've eaten, I have digested a little bit of it, it's not fully digested yet, but a little bit, and then I have more energy where I can use to read my stuff, my fiction books or my non-fiction books, what I want. I can read, and then I can also put that energy into scripting more videos if I want to. But honestly, I usually call it a day before lunch, because I work very productively, no distraction. I work like 5 hours focus mode, which is enough. Honestly, you only need to put like 10 hours per week in this business. So I'm doing like the week's worth of work in one to 2 days. So that's the lion. That's what you can take a lesson from the lion. And then we continue. 2.2, which is carbs is like running on emergency use, which I touched on briefly. I will go through it now. So, what do you think this is? What do you think this is? Write in the comments or just tell yourself out loud. What do you think this is? I'm gonna give you the answer now. Wow, it's carrots! This is carrots before it got domesticated, before we humans did weird shit with it. This is not natural. Because we have done a lot of weird things with it. We have changed we have changed nutritional patterns with GMO. We have done this we have done this. We have modified this and this. This is how it looks in nature. Naturally, before we domesticate it, before we put our hands and change the structure of the fucking plant itself. This is how it looked in nature. This was a carrot. It looked like a fucking tree root. You think you can eat this, bro? This would fucking kill you. This is why we domesticated it, so it wouldn't kill us. It still has the same properties as before. It still has the same... Not to the same extent, no. It does not have the plant toxin to the same extent, I will admit that. It won't fucking kill us instantly, because if it did, we would have died eating carrots. But it still is a plant. And like every fucking plant has a defense chemical inside. All of them. We're worried about pesticides. We're worried about brain health, that pesticides kills our brain. You wanna know something? There are natural occurring pesticides. There are more than 60 carcinogens in every plant you eat every day on your table. There are 60 carcinogens in beans, in cabbage, in carrots, in even fucking... There are even a couple, I think it's 40-50 carcinogens even in things that are mostly made of water, such as cucumbers. Carcinogens. A lot of fruits, there are carcinogens as well. Much less, but... In like every plant matter, there are carcinogens. There is 1 or 2 in meat, and if you cook it, it's more, a lot more. So it's the least bad thing. But imagine all these are cancer promoting. Literally any food is... Oh, but then I can't eat anything. Well, anything, eating at all. I'm not saying that eating is bad. Eating gives you energy in a weird way, yes. It gives you nutrients and all that stuff. But... Eating itself is not like, you shouldn't eat a lot. That's why fasting is a good practice. It heals your body. It's everything. It's because you let your body rest. So eating like 1 meal a day, 2 meal a day is much better than more. You know, eating less is good. If you can get everything you need in less calories, that is good. Highly nutritious, you know, high calorie food that has everything you need, like liver. You can't eat that much liver. You still get all the nutrients. Liver and muscle meat is very good because you get nutrients what you're eating, instead of eating 2 kilos of weird shit that takes a lot of toll on your body that has no nutritional need whatsoever. No nutrients. You feel full just because calories, but you don't get the nutrients, so there's no point. You're eating bullshit that just stores on your body and you get fat and so on and so on. You feel like shit. But this is the carrot in the wild, which is insane, right? This is a fucking carrot. What is this? This looks like some fucking thing in the water or some fucking seagrass, whatever. Aha, it's corn. So this was how popcorn looked. You think it's healthy. This looks like it'll fucking kill you, and it probably would kill you when you ate this. This is how corn looked before we GMO'd or before we domesticated, before we, you know, changed it, natural structure. This is how it looked. This would fucking kill you. This. Imagine putting this in your mouth. It will so fucking kill you. Imagine putting a random plant in the wild. It will so fucking kill you. Putting a random mushroom would so fucking kill you. Raw mushroom would so fucking kill you. And yet we eat raw corns. Oh, but it's domesticated. It's much better. It's not as dangerous anymore. Yes. But it still has. You can't get rid of the plant toxin completely, because if it's still a fucking plant, if it doesn't have legs and can run away from you, if it's not a fucking animal, it still has carcinogens and plant toxins. Oh, but they're only small amounts. They're only small amounts. Fuck. You eat 3-4 packs of almond, you can die. It's a lethal dose. And almonds, by the way, are, you know, bitter almonds, even worse. Like 2-3 packs, it's a chance of you dying. You get cancer pretty easily. You know, getting cancer, there's like not a single guy before like 1930, before 19, that got cancer. Even though people ate carbs and peasant ate carbs, there were no fucking cancer. Nowadays there is cancer, even though cancer is not supposed to happen. Even with not a perfect diet, you're not getting cancer. Even with eating a keto diet, you're not getting like cancer that way. It's impossible to get cancer with like a raw primal diet. It's impossible. It's in fact, it's so powerful that you can reverse terminal type 4 cancer, whatever. There are people who have done that. A lot of people, actually. A lot of testimonies. I don't have cancer myself, and I'm not planning on getting one. So I just... I don't eat this. I'm not getting cancer because I don't eat bullshit like this, bro. This... Every time you see a popcorn, this is how it looked like. This is popcorn, bro. This thing that will literally fucking kill you. It looks like it will fucking kill you. This is popcorn, guys. This. What do you think this is? You think people eat this? Bro, this is disgusting. It's like eating a fucking flower you see outside. What do you think this is? Wow. This is cabbage. Can you believe this? This looks like a fucking flower that is close to... Yeah, look here. It's like... It's close to... it's close to... a mountain or whatever. It's like a top of a mountain or whatever. This is like some weird flower that you saw up there. And there are people eating this. It's cabbage, bro. This is how it looks. Does this look like cabbage? Not at fucking all. This was cabbage. Yeah, it's insane. So, let me tell you why we are not omnivores. Oh, but we can eat plants, we don't die. There are people eating plants. I'm eating plants right now. I'm eating bread. I'm not dying. I'm not dying. I'm not dying. But I'm gonna tell you why we are not omnivores and why we are carnivores. Why we should eat this. And that is because we can consume carbs, but if doing so gives less or no nutrients and gives us long-term health problems, we are not omnivores. Omnivore is someone who get the same nutrition from eating certain plant food and certain animal food. That's omnivores. Omnivores are not people who can eat both, because then everyone will be an omnivore. Oh, but they die if they did, yeah. but they can still consume it. We don't die in the same way, so we are closer to omnivores, but we're still carnivores. Because we don't, yes, we have some adaptation, not a lot though. We can survive, but if we half our lifespan eating bread and mushrooms, I don't think we are supposed to eat it. If we half our lifespan, then there are long-lasting health problems. Vegans, you've been vegan for 10 years, holy fucking shit. You are nutritional deficient, you feel like shit. Bro, you've seen carnivores, you have seen those transformations, vegan to carnivore. You went from hating the sun to loving the sun, and your facial structure changes, everything in your body changes. You go from vegan to carnivore. There's insane benefits. It's like going from the worst diet to like the best diet. You have seen those before and after pictures, and most of them are true, honestly. But we're not omnivores if eating carbs, if doing so will lead to health problems and don't give us the same nutrients. And how do you know it doesn't give it the same nutrients? Well, if you're shitting and pissing, whatever, you're pissing too much, you're shitting too much, and you're just pissing and shitting out all the nutrients, because then you couldn't digest it. If you have if you shit a lot, like if there's a lot of shit in the toilet, like the shit, what are they called? Shit sausages or whatever, those shit things that comes from your fucking hole. When there's a lot of them, and long ones and hard ones, that just means there's a lot of things that your body couldn't take care of. Like when I'm shitting once or twice per week, it's like one small one and that's all. So there's like no rest product. Shitting is getting rid of rest products. If you don't have rest product, that means that the product you're putting in can be used. No rest products, everything you put in can be used. A lot of rest products, nearly everything you put in your stomach cannot be used. And so you'll be an absolute moron to putting things that is not gonna be used. That in fact, it's not gonna be used for nutrients, it's only gonna tax your fucking liver, it's gonna decrease your lifespan, it's not gonna give you the thing that you want when you consume food, which is nutrition. And yeah, and that have a terrible effect on your whole body, because when your gut feels bad, when you have leaky gut, when you get diarrhea, when you eat food that is bad for your stomach, then it's bad for your brain, it's bad for the rest of your body. We have a mind and muscle connection. We have like a connection to our whole body. Our gut has a connection to our brain. Everything is connected. So if one part feels bad, then the rest will feel bad. When we're fat, we will feel worse. When we're this, we'll feel worse. We have a very strong connection to each body part. So when we fuck up our health and fuck up our stomach is is a lot of our health, honestly. A lot of our health comes from the stomach, because when we put in shit food, we get a lot of health problems. Weird teeth problems, weird focus problems, weird sleep problems, weird problems with everything in our life. Weird sunlight problems. When our skin is made of omega-6 instead of omega-3, we get sunburns, we get bad effects from sun, we get bad effects from the thing that's gonna save us, bro. We are so bad, bro. We're so damn bad. And then if you think about the wild again, so metaphorically, to survive, all these, they were bred so we would survive. This is how they look in nature. And they were bred so they look like this. They were modified so they look edible and look like that. Meaning, 99% of these plants, whatever we're eating, even fucking, you have seen some fucking apples, right? Before and after. Now apples are red, now they are colorful, now they are sweeter, now they are bigger. Before they were not sweet, they were shit, they were bitter. Have you seen like cucumber? It looked like a fucking vegetable. It's like vegetable eating those plants that are eating animals, bro. They're fucking carnivorous plants, bro. Cucumber look like one. It will fucking kill you when you put your hands on those things, on those spikes, whatever, like natural spikes. Looked really weird on cucumbers. Oh my god, it's a long video. So, actually, 90% of the fucking plants that we see today and eat today are not even natural, because the natural one would kill us. Meaning it's better than the natural ones, but it's still not natural. Meaning the only food that we have actually proof of eating for a lot of million years is meat. Oh, but we have proof to cooking meat for the campfire. Yes, but do you ever cook your food for the campfire? No, you're using a pan, which is we haven't used for millions of years, and then we did it underground, and we did slow cooking. So maybe slow cooking is more natural than quick cooking. You know, slow cooking the meat underground for a couple of hours. That was like the first type of cooking, or the campfire. Maybe put some on the campfire and stuff like that. But before that, we have eaten raw meat. We evolved with raw meat. Raw meat is what we ideally want. Sometimes we eat cooked meat. There are situations where cooked meat could be good. You know, like the meat is, I don't know, you just can't eat it raw. It's bad meat. It's not the perfect quality. Then cooking it could be good. But even then, it gives you more nutrients and less poisonous. Especially in the modern days, because now we have fucking plastic and stuff, so when you heat up plastics and tung metals, it gets worse. And some of these tung metals cannot be digested at all, and it gets so much worse when you cook it. So the worst compounds of a modern day gets worse when we heat it up. So distillate the water, you get rid of some bacteria, but you make some bacteria worse as well, which is, I don't know, it's a win overall, because there's a lot of weird shit in some water. Let's say you distillate water, distilled water, whatever. There is still a lot of fucking plastics and tung metals that gets worse when you heat it up. And so, yeah, it helps, but it's not a big difference, because there's other things that gets much worse that never biodegrade. You cannot get rid of plastic. It will be there forever. It's in everyone. It's even in wild animals. This fucking danger is in every one of us. Yes, and it gets so much worse when you cook the meat instead of eating it raw. But you can cook the meat from time to time. I'm not telling you not to, because there are situations where you might just want to or have to. And if the only way for you to eat only meat is cooked meat, and cooked carnivore is better than any other plant you can eat anyways, so it could be a step by step. I go, first I do cooked carnivore, then I start liking it more raw and raw. Now I eat medium rare, now I eat rare, and then I eat raw. You know, you go from there, you improve yourself. You can eat cooked meat with raw. You should never eat cooked fat, because cooked fat is very hard to digest. So I eat raw. You can eat raw butter, you know, butter, or you can eat raw beef tallow with cooked meat. That is a good first step, and then you go for less cook, and then no cook at all, and then higher quality grass-fed, better. Raw grass-fed local farm, best thing. Expensive but best. You know, you can make improve over time, because the raw meat, raw beef tallow, grass-fed beef is the most natural. It is unnatural to not eat grass-fed beef, because naturally all the beef we ate, or all the animals we ate, were grass-fed or eating their species-appropriate diet, meaning grass-fed is the most normal thing we can eat, because it's the most natural thing. So grass-fed, raw, is the most natural meat we can eat, highly nutritious, the best meat, the less toxic meat. It's also the meat we have eaten for the longest time, which is funny. So raw beef is the best we can eat right now, and that's what I eat like every day now. Raw beef. It can be ground beef, it can be muscle meat, it can be organ meat. It's still raw beef tallow, grass-fed. That's what I eat. Raw grass-fed beef. Because if you had a choice, your diet would be 100% raw carnivore ruminant animal with organ and fatty meat. But there are certain emergencies where you had to. When a population got bigger and bigger, and we don't want the peasant to revolt against our rule, we give slaves, you know, in Gladiator, we give slaves bread and water. Bread and water, the slave food. Slave food, bread and water. Why do the nobles keep having their wine and keep having their meat? It's because it's expensive, because meat is much better in every way, and so on and so on. So they got the bread and water, the shit. The bad water, the shit bread that has no nutrients. That is just empty calories. That's what the slaves got. Stop eating like a peasant. Bread and water is what a peasant eats. So stop eating like you're a peasant slave, even when you have a fucking choice. You're not a fucking slave now, are you? Well, maybe you have a school you have to be in, maybe you have this and this and that. But with the limited freedom you have, eat anything else. Eat meat. Eat things that are not fucking slave food, bro. You're still eating plants that slaves get. You're still eating bread. And, bro, most people have bread in breakfast. Even after this video, they'll be like, oh, this guy is just tripping. This guy is... You're still eating bread. You're still eating... Oh, but I'm having egg on my bread. I'm having hamburgers. I'm having... It's meat, right? You're still eating bread. You're still eating vegetable. You're still eating salad. You're still eating salad, bro. Who wants salad, bro? You would choose, like, you want a big fatty ribeye steak or you want a salad. No one would take the salad. Oh, vegans maybe because they're fucking brainwashed or something, bro. Who wouldn't take the steak? Bro, you're eating the same food as slaves are being fed. Come on, bro. Something's wrong. Don't you get it? Because an ancestor, a highborn, someone with a lot of money, would be caught dead eating a wheat flour. Would be caught dead. A fucking... A smart elder will be caught dead eating this. You'll be caught dead eating this. Your ancestors will be caught dead eating this. They'll be caught dead eating this. You would eat a fucking tree. Last, what and when I would eat. So this is what I would eat. I would eat midday, as the lion analogy. I would eat because I feel tired after eating, and I would take a nap after, because that's when my focus goes down even without eating. So I'm comparing, I'm stacking habits, because I know I would be tired at this time even if I didn't eat. So I'm eating around the lunchtime when I'm tired even without eating, because let's say I've been fasting the whole day, I'm still tired at lunchtime. It's, I don't know, that's just me. I've gone deeper into myself. I've learned more about myself, and that is when I'm tired. So, this beautiful fatty ribeye steak that is very... You can see its color, it's red, it's fatty, it's tasty as fuck, bro. I would eat this every day, this fucking tasty shit. So I would eat this midday, so I eat this at 12 or 1, somewhere in between there. I would, if I were you, I would eat after the work is done. As the lion, you don't eat... Even if you eat this, you should not eat this before you have hunted. The lion doesn't eat before he has hunted. He eats after. Oh, but he doesn't have... No, he would hunt first and then he would eat. Oh, but what if half the gazelle is left from the day before? He still doesn't eat right away. If you have some work to do every single day, then the lion rests and recuperates, and then it goes all out. Then it goes all out with its energy. It takes all the energy it has saved to hunt that thing. You reserve your energy to your video, which is your hunt. This is my hunting. I reserve my energy for this specific thing, which I'm doing right now, recording video that is like 50 minutes long. I reserve my energy. That's what I did. So I would eat this after work. I would eat this ideally at midday, as I do every day, eating this at the same time after I've done my work and everything like that. And then it's fine. It's fun because then I'm like, oh, I've done my work for the day. I've eaten. Now I can rest, and then nap, and then I can read whatever I fucking want. I can read a manga, I can read a light novel, I can read a non-fiction book. I read all of these three. Often. Sometimes I read a light novel, sometimes I read a non-fiction book, sometimes I read a manga or manga, whatever. No, I read. It's a good habit that helps me to my goals. If I eat it too early, I will lose my focus way too early. If I eat it too late, then it takes a lot of time to digest. Even eating the best food, it still takes some time to digest. Raw meat is the easiest digestible food we humans can eat, but as you see with the lion, even the lion needs to rest and recover after eating because it takes a long time to digest. So that's why he sits around all day even after eating his perfect food. You don't have to do that. You can take a nap, you can take a walk, and then you get some of the energy back, but you won't have the same energy as when you hunted after eating. So you should be careful with eating. But you still want nutrients, so I would say eat once a day at lunchtime and then take a nap afterwards, and then your day is gonna be very good. That's my perfect ideal day, what I would do every single day without fail. I would eat lunch at your job or school, and then I would take a nap if I can. If I can't take a nap, then I would try to take a nap on the toilet or whatever. Anything, I want to take my nap after eating. It is my thing, and I want to keep doing it forever. That's what I want to do. So yes, I would eat raw meat. I would eat this, or you can buy something cheaper, shack roast or ground beef. I would eat fatty ground beef, like 20% or 30%, as high as you can. 10% is too little fat. If you eat that, you need to pair it with a lot of beef tallow or butter. You can eat this, as you have on the screen. You can eat this, shack roast, ground beef, any raw meat that looks like dark red that is grass-fed. Ideally grass-fed, you can eat grain-fed raw. It's not as good as grass-fed raw, because it's more natural and it's more nutrients and whatever, and I would eat the highest nutritious food I can possibly get, which is this and maybe organs or liver or something like that. Grass-fed organs or grass-fed this. Or some ground beef with either butter, grass-fed butter, or I would ideally eat the best thing you can eat, that I eat almost every day, is raw grass-fed beef tallow. Beef tallow, this white thing? I'm eating huge chunk of this white thing. It's from Sweden, which is my home country, so it's from my home country. It's grass-fed from a farm, so it's the best quality of fat that I can eat, which directly ties to testosterone and brain health and intelligence, and everything goes up when you eat high quality cholesterol and meat. Every nutrients, there's so many nutrients only in this white part. This is why you should not eat meat without any white. If you have no white, like very lean, then you need to couple it with a lot of these white things, which is beef tallow. So I eat fatty meat with fat, so a lot of fat. Like you need so much fat when you eat this diet, because fat is becoming your new fuel. It's like you go to a car, and then you replace your carbohydrates with, because carbohydrates were only emergency fuel, and you've been eating emergency fuel your whole life. Now change to the actual fuel that your body does best with. Now you need to add a lot, because you have had years of neglect on this fuel, so now you need to fat. You need to become fat adapt. You need to eat what you're supposed to eat. Being ketosis for a while. You need to eat a fuck ton of fat. This white thing, it's everything. Don't cut it off. Eat as much of this white as possible. Eat separate beef tallow that is like 200 grams of just this white chunks of big beef tallow, which is the tallow here. Just eat it. It's actually pretty tasty as well. It gives a lot of taste to the meat. Honestly, this is really, I can eat this raw and it tastes good. Eating something raw that tastes good, that means it's nutrition, it's good, and you feel amazing. Your stomach digests it fast, your nutrition, everything in my life went up when I ate this raw thing here, right on the screen. It's the end of my video. I hope you learned something, and yeah, see ya.